I already have several posts and some videos on desensitization and counter conditioning when it comes to grooming. But if we're hurting our dogs, counter conditioning can only get us so far. So today I want to talk a little bit more about detangling. Now, my dogs really don't have very long hair to demonstrate, so I'm actually going to use my hair because it's coily and kinky and it can be hard to detangle. So I want to show some suggested pain-free ways to do it, or at least less pain. Now, I'm not a professional groomer, so you'll want to ask your groomer about these. But our goal here is less pain, not really a pretty dog yet. Now, this is how I finger detangle my hair. I just basically rub around in my hair and look for sections that might be trying to lock up. And I start on the ends and I just start gently pulling it apart. Of course, it won't look exactly like this with your dog, but if your dog is a cuddler and likes petting, this works out perfectly. While you're just sitting around watching TV or reading a book and your dog is sitting next to you, you can rub your dog a little bit, scratch your dog a little bit, and just root your fingers around in your dog's fur and look for places where mats might be starting and just gently pull them apart. You don't want to start right up here by the scalp unless you have to, because that's where a lot of the pain is going to come from. Of course, there's no pain down here. So try to start on the ends and just pull the hair apart. Now with my own hair, what I tend to do, sometimes I might run into a knot that I just can't take out myself. If I run into a bad snag, the first thing I might try is just spritzing a little bit of water on it to give it a little bit of slip. And then I try it again. If that doesn't work, then I might slather some coconut oil on it and try again. And if I still have a knot, I just cut it out. I were going to comb my hair. I wouldn't start with something like this. That's just going to hurt. I might first start with finger detangling, and then I might detangle with something like this. Good girl. And if that works, then I might go to something like this. And then maybe something just a little bit thinner than this. I don't have anything to demonstrate. And then I might try this comb. And the same thing with a dog. If I want to use a flea comb on a dog that has a lot of fur, I wouldn't start with this skinny little flea comb. I might start with something that has wide teeth. Oh, I think Puddin's sitting on it. I have one wider than this, but I might start with something that has really wide teeth. And then maybe something like this. Or something like this Evolution shedding rake. I really like this. And then I might be able to move on to this type of comb. Oh, here's the comb she was hiding. Maybe something with really wide teeth first. See, of course, it's not really doing anything to her hair, but that's okay. We start with something easy and we work our way up. Now, something else about combing, once I've worked the tangles out, I still will not start at the scalp and comb down. It's just going to be too painful for me. I'm going to pull out hairs as well. And the scalp is sensitive. What I would do is start where there's no feeling at all at the tips of my hair. And I would start here, holding on here, or like so, and just gently comb out any tangles this way. If you have a long-haired dog, you can do the same thing. Now there's no pressure on the scalp at all. And as I get all the tangles out here, then I might switch to a smaller comb to get even more tangles out. And then I'll work my way up a bit, still holding on to the hair. And I'm holding tight enough so I'm not feeling anything in my scalp at all. And this can be part of the desensitization process, and it can be part of the detangling process for your dog. And once I get all of that untangled, I'll keep working my way up. And eventually I might be able to comb to the scalp, but not until I get all the other tangles out first. See, instead of combing straight through the tail, I'm going to hold on to her fur at the ends and comb this way first. If she doesn't have any tangles along her back, but if she did, or if she were sensitive, I wouldn't start combing this way first. What I might do is try to find little bits of tangle and just break that into sections. Find out where the tangle is and gently comb that out. And right here, instead of combing next to her skin, I'm just combing on the ends. Good girl. Thank you, Stelbus.